Okay.
They out of here plying on my downfall.
You already know what it is.
Bitch, I'm out here.
Street Team Worldwide.
I ain't going nowhere.
With another in between time. We got another guest for y'all. We're gonna let that marinate right quick.
Doing what I'm doing, you ain't moving like I'm moving. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here. You ain't out here in the streets. You ain't never brought that heat. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here.
Okay.
You ain't doing what I'm doing. You ain't moving like I'm moving. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here. You ain't out here in the streets. You ain't never brought that heat. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here. They say Curfew, where you been?
Okay.
I've been second hands. I've been paranoid. I ain't got no friends. If you ain't talking money, I don't comprehend.
It's a little something from our next guest coming up.
I'm about to blow.
Shout out to No Excuses. You already know what it is.
Your girl is what I like. Hit her from behind. Had her for one night. Now I know you mad. I'ma chase a bag. I ain't gotta brag. I'm staying fat. Drilling that's the crew. We self-made bosses. All we do is win. We don't take no losses. I move with precaution. You rappers make me nauseous. I'm a kid. You're a pussy cat. So I know your home.
Okay.
That's where I've been trying to get a Benz. $1 billion visit comes through my lane. Doing what I'm doing, you ain't moving like I'm moving. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here.
That's a little something from our next guest, man. You know, already know my boy's been doing it for a minute, making it happen, man. My boy Curfew from No Excuses, man. What's good with it, baby?
What it do? What it do?
You already know what it is, man. You know, came to stop by and bless us one time, chop it up with him one time. But before we start every show, man, make sure y'all go hit that notification bell for in between time for any, because you know we come on anytime, any place, man. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, man. Run it up, run it up. You already know what it is. But Curfew, what's good with it, baby?
Yo, you already know I'm on the road right now. We just did 2 shows back to back in Casa Grande, Arizona. We back on our way back to LA. You know the deal.
Yeah, man. Let's speak on that, man. Y'all just did like a few shows out there, AZ. How did AZ treat y'all?
Woo! They treat us like family. You feel me? It's all love. They love when we come out there. You know, it's not our first time, so we created a solid fan base out there. You know, I try to come out there at least once a month. You feel me?
Definitely, man. That's dope, man. You definitely living up to the name. No Excuses. Taking everything, man. How'd you come up with that name, No Excuses? Because that you know, a lot of people say that, but a lot of people don't live by it. And I see you out there really making it happen, living by it, No Excuses.
Yo, you know, it all started with my boy. Shout out my boy Mac Attack from Ridgecrest. You know, we would always be doing shows back to back everywhere. He's like, he'd always make posts on Instagram when we'd be out taking pictures and stuff, and he'd be like, make moves, not excuses, you know, 'cause we really out here and stuff. So then I was like, you know what, I like that, you know what I'm saying? So I rebranded myself from Dreamline to No Excuses, and then later on added the No Excuses Worldwide, so we could be the only one with that name, you feel me?
Okay, that's dope. That's dope, man. Is that how you got into music? How did you get into music?
Well, I started out making beats when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And I had a little Korg synthesizer that I actually stole when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I used to come home from school and just learn how to make beats off of this little synthesizer that only had like house music type sounds on it. And then from there I progressed to Fruity Loops, and I started sampling, and then little by little, just making my beats just started flowing, and then making songs.
So you got into
so
you was doing production before music, rapping, and everything like that.
Yeah, so I was probably doing production till I was about from 12 to 15, 16 years old. Then I started writing poetry and then rapping to my own beats.
Okay. Do you still do beats and everything like that, or you like currently, or are you just more focused on the writing?
No, I still make beats, but nowadays it's just so easy. I have so many producers that like to work with me that just send me beat packs every month. So it's just really easy. It's just more convenient to go in the studio and be inspired and just go through beats instead of having to go create the beat, then get inspired by the beat, and then write something. Now I can just go in and then just kill it. But I still make time once a month to make a couple beats because I do have some clients that I've had throughout the years that still want me to send them some stuff because I have a pretty unique style of how I make my beats, so my beats stand out.
What would you consider your style? Is it like, like that boom bap, or West Coast, crump, something like that?
Yeah, like my beats are real. Like I'm what I'm known for is uh, like West Coast boom bap sampling, and I reverse a lot of the tracks. So my style, like the samples I use, sometimes you don't even notice, but I put them in the reverse.
Okay. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
So like on something that
yeah,
Missy, that.
yeah.
Oh,
But like
okay.
the way I reverse and sample is so smooth that sometimes you can't even tell I reversed it.
Yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope. Who inspired you to start doing music? Like besides like your media family, like did you have family in music that helped you like, hey, this is how you do beats, or did you just like see somebody doing it and be like, damn, I want to do that?
Um, I would say uh, just listening to Nas. Like I saw that music when I was 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. Nas had dropped Godson, and but before that, I would listen to rap here and
Which
there,
is a
just
classic
whatever was like
Nas
top
album,
40 was.
underrated Nas album.
Yeah, I was just listening to like top 40. But when Nas dropped that Godson and had that video, what's it called? I Know I Can.
Mm-hmm.
I was really inspired. I was obsessed with that song, and that was like one of the first rock albums that I actually went to go buy. And from there, I used to go to sleep to that album. Like my favorite tracks on there are Mastermind, obviously the classic Made You Look,
Yeah.
Braveheart, like stuff like that. If you really know that album, you know what I'm talking about. Like those are the first tracks that really inspired me.
Hey man, that's a good inspiration. Like I say, that's an underrated Nas album. When they speak about Nas albums, they tend to leave that joint out there. Godson, man, was I consider that
Yeah,
at that
and it
time as a
had the
classic.
acoustic version of Thug Mansion too. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely, man. So Nas got you into. So who are you listening to now? That's keeping you like, oh, I'm fucking with that and everything like that.
I probably listen to like a lot of Rod Wave. I was listening to Young Dolph. I still do.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dolph.
R.P. Dolph. And I still listen to a lot of 50 Cent to be honest.
Oh man.
Um,
Who can't, man? 50, man, he ain't rapping as much as now, he's more of a TV show exec, but 50 was a problem back in the day.
yeah, he was, and then even after when he was super mainstream, even when people thought he was falling off, he was still releasing the mixtapes. And some of
Yeah.
those mixtapes are classics, like War Angel, the K-Non tape,
Mm-hmm.
Live. Like this, if you were in that Das Hits mixtape era, 50 has a lot of classic mixtapes. You know.
Yeah. And what do you think happened with 50? Is it like, do you think he just got too much success and just the music wasn't organic for him no more or something like that? Because I debate that with some of my folks. Like his success was his, I could say not his downfall, but his musical like going down on that. It just the music, the quality wasn't the same, or the quality was there, but it didn't seem like he had that heart in it.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I think he was just so good at being that underdog that you can tell in his lyrics. So once he got that fame, once he got the money, got where the position that he was at, I think he wasn't as inspired. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't really out here making the kind of music where he was flossing on what he got. He made a couple tracks like that, like I Get Money, but I think the passion of getting to the money was the best thing.
Yeah.
That's when he was like, on his high. high
Yeah.
horse and stuff. But I think he found passion, obviously, in movies and series and stuff like that because he was the underdog. Everybody didn't think that he could make a successful show. He made more than one. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody. He did like I think he had a deal with Lionsgate and for 10, 20 movies, and he just made hella low budget movies. So he learned, and then started making big budget movies. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
I think what it is with him is he likes to be underestimated and being the underdog, and those are the things that motivate him. And then once he gets to that high, he's got to find something else where people
Yeah.
underestimate him so he can take over. You know.
Yeah, I like some of them low budget movies that 50 made. Them shits with like Bruce Willis, and they was like, I wouldn't even call them Netflix movies. What would you let? Yeah, low budget. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, me too. There were some bangers. Freelance was it Freelancers? That was dope.
Yeah, that one was dope. I thought that one should have came out like that was a major film.
That should have been in the movie theaters.
Yeah, facts. Speaking of just blowing up and everything, worldwideness and all that. No excuses. What does it mean to you? And just let the people know what no excuses is.
So no excuses is basically getting up every day, no matter what. Like even if you got to do your everyday things, go to work. If you got kids, handling your business. But it's all about sacrifice. Like yeah, we all got those things. You know, the first thing you hear people say, "Oh, why couldn't you do this? Why couldn't you do that?" Well, you know, I got the wife, I got the kids. You know, work is killing me. This, and that. But you don't understand. If you want to get to the next level, there has to be no excuses because you got to be able to sacrifice sleep, sacrifice going to the bar, sacrifice, you know, certain things that aren't benefiting you or getting you to the next level. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's all about
Right.
sacrifice. It's all about you really wanting. You're gonna make time for it. You know what I'm saying? So don't make excuses. You know, just learn what to sacrifice, and your mind and your body will adjust. You know, that's why I be telling people. I'm like, man, look at me, man. I'm a big boy, but I be out here moving because there's no excuses. You feel me?
That boy Limber out there, man. He talking that Mamba talk right there. No excuse, man. That's that Mamba. I like that right there. You know. But who's in no excuses? What tell us about the team.
Yo, so I got obviously Lee Curfew, my boy Max the Monster, 2020, Bandit Rome's. We got my boy Big Mike, my boy G Hippie. We got Stone Vandal 818, and then we got a lot of people that just rep for us that that are out here that come to our shows and are down to represent.
Definitely,
But when it comes
definitely.
to the squad, I just named everybody.
Yeah, definitely, man. You guys definitely do got a squad, and the support is crazy, you know. And shout out to my boy, Shady, COE, and everything like that. And just like I like y'all camaraderie, and just like the things y'all do, the work ethic too, like your network game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like just how we met, and just like doing things like that. Where did you get that work ethic? That work ethic. Excuse me.
Well, that work ethic, I pretty much there's a lot of people I would say that I learned from with that work ethic. One, I would say my mom because she would always hustle no matter what. Like she was a stay-at-home mom when I was little, but she would still find ways to make her own money where she didn't have to rely on my dad to give her some money for little things. You know what I mean? She would make homemade yogurt. She would sell kids toys. She did the whole back in the day the Tupperware, the Avon, the Mary Kay. Um, she would sell food. She would do this. There was really no excuse. Like back in the days, she would go door to door,
Yeah,
just selling. And then she would have me go with her. We would just go door to door, bam, 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 bam. And she
mm,
always came home with, you know what I mean, from $20 to $100, but that was every day, you
yeah.
know. And
That's
so,
how you got to get it though.
yeah, second person, I would say my boy Tyree. Um, I met him when I was going in Florida, in Orlando, when I was going to music school. He was my roommate, and he was studying music as well. And I learned he used to record like 2, 3 songs every day, and I would record like one song a week or every other week or something like that. And like he was just like, nah, bro, there's no time, bro. You just never know what's gonna happen. Like, like that was his mind frame. And then like just being around him, he was my roommate. I got inspired, and I'll be like, man, I want to see if I can make 2, 3 songs in one day. And then that kind of actually helped me just get better because I was just creating so many songs that to the point where I was getting so fast at recording, fast at melodies, fast at writing that, like I said, no excuses. Somebody tell me, hey, come pull up to the studio. Boom, I write my 16, like literally in like 20 minutes. I'll be like, boom, 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 and I'll be the first one. Cause you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of that, another person that inspired me, I would say, watching a lot of documentaries and videos of Lil Wayne. Because even Lil Wayne used to say, like, hey, man, when I was on Hot Boys, I would always try to write my verse first to make sure that I was I was on the first verse.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know
hey,
what I
that's a
mean?
good thing. Yeah, because you want to be heard, especially when there's so many heads going around the mic and everything like that. You want to be chose for the track.
Facts. So, like, those little things right there shape me to who I am. And then like another person that was one of my mentors, rest in peace to my boy Big Gino. He introduced me to the world of broadcasting, and he actually put me on to be a co-host for his radio show called The Music Showcase with Big Gino, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how I learned how to network with different people. Because it was a weekly show every Friday, and he would always have entrepreneurs, artists come through every Friday, and I didn't miss a Friday. I only missed one Friday in 2 years. So I was there every Friday for 2 years, never missed. Like I said, only one time. And so he always had hustlers and entrepreneurs and people just moving. And this was like 2016 to 2018 era, and all that game I soaked in from all the interviews we did and people just talking about how they got to the point where they're at now. Like I was just like I would be inspired, and I took a lot of those notes like of what people said. So yeah, I just been blessed to be around a lot of hustlers and people and to learn how to actually move out here and make a noise and make a name for you.
That's real, man. Because a lot of people don't know when they're being taught something. If I'm explaining that right, like they don't know when to be like when to listen and when to like just to be like just soak
Facts.
in all the game. Just look around. Sometimes you don't need to talk. You just need to some things don't need to be explained.
That part.
Yeah. Yeah. So which one is more harder for you that you would think it is? The business side, the networking, doing all that, handling the business, or the music part? Hello. Oh, well, hold on. I think we might have went through a rough patch. My boy's on the road. He coming back from doing tours and whatnot. So we gonna give him a minute. We're gonna give him a minute. Hold on. Before we do that, let's go on a little bit more curfew. Hold on. We're gonna give him a minute right quick. He might be on the road, be in a rough patch.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say that, bro. We gotta clap it up for that.
All right, y'all. We might have lost curfew for a minute. He's on the road right now, but we're gonna get right back. We're gonna listen to some music right quick, and we're gonna be right back. Hang on.
Baby, is it real? You know the deal. Are you for real? Can you keep it real? With a pulse, I think. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here. Bitch, I'm out here. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Hey, what you want? I be moving up. I just wanna go. I been through the struggle. Every day I hustle. I been through it all. I been through it all. I been through it all. I just wanna go. I been through it all. I just wanna go. I been through the struggle. Every day I hustle. I been through it all. I been through it all. Yeah, I been through it all. Yeah, I just wanna go. Can't believe what I just manifested. Doubters gazing at me.
We're gonna see if we can get Curfew back on here, y'all. Give us a minute. Bear with us. You already know. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Christopher Ortiz, man, my boy Shady, Risky Low, Stoner Talk. I see y'all out there. Jonathan, I can't say Benitez. Jonathan Benitez, I see you out there. Shout out to everybody that's out there tuning in. My boy's on the road right now, so you know he might went through a little rough patch, you know. You know them freeways don't be having the best service. But shout out to everybody that's doing their thing.
I just wanna bow. I've been through the struggle. Every day I hustle. I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I just wanna bow. I've been through it all.
My boy Curfew done performed everywhere. I'm going through my boy YouTube. Hold on, let's go. He gonna be going through my boy YouTube right quick. Hang on. Let's go, man. Let's look up some Curfew, man. Let's look at it, man. While we on here, man. We're gonna wait till my boy come back in. Let's see what he got cooking up in here, man. He was on the boulevard. My boy out here rocking. Hold on, we might have got him back. Still
up here. All right,
hey, what's up with you, bro?
Yo, we back at it.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say we don't even talk anymore.
I was like, my boy, go, man. He dipped. I must have asked the wrong question. He hung up on me. Man, you don't got the answers. Hey, I can't wait to. Hey, I can't wait to meet Sway before I can actually tell him that. You know what I'm saying? I want him to ask me a question for tell him like, hey, you don't got the answers, dog. Don't even talk to me like that. Yeah, but we're back with Curfew, you know what I'm saying? Minor inconvenience. We're gonna go quick because I know you're on the road and service is a little spotty. So
no, we about to pull over right now so that way we don't lose signal.
Okay. What question was on? Was he talking about the business or the what's harder, the music or the business side?
Oh, that's right. I would say the business side is harder. Because there's a lot of politics. I didn't think it was like a long time ago. You always hear about those kind of things, you know. I bet you've heard them too. Like there's a lot of politics in this game, but I didn't think it was so deep that it kind of even feels sometimes like gang politics.
You know what? That's crazy, man. It really is like that. You know, a lot of things are political like that. You know, it's like who you know, who you rocking with, who you standing with, and everything like that. And some people like want your absolute allegiance. You'd be like, hold on, bro. I just want to do music and shows, you know?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's just like, you know, we came here to have a good time. If we could network, we could network. You know, has there been any situations where you had to like, you know, leave people behind and whatnot like that?
Yeah, definitely. There's been people that haven't been able to move on to the next step because at first it was just like, okay, we're just creating music and just doing shows locally. Then it became to where we're getting booked to go here and go there further away than just local. And some people just couldn't hang. They weren't willing to take that extra mile to just go further away from their environment. And eventually we eventually we didn't have to even like walk away from them. They eventually fell off on their own.
Yeah. Oh, so you more just like let them hang themselves, you know?
Yeah, facts. Because it's just because I'm gonna keep moving. You know,
Yeah.
no, it's I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. If you can't hang, you know what I mean. Like you're not gonna be able to keep up, and you can't.
Mm,
And also you can't just come back like everything's all good again when it's convenient
yeah.
type thing.
You know, yeah, that fair weather, fair weather hustling, it doesn't work well in any type of business. It's like if you're going to be committed, you got to be committed, especially if us as running our programs are going 100%. We need our people. If you say you want to be a part of this, you need to match my, intensity as such.
Yeah, but I also learned that from experience because before no excuses, I was part of another team that I was like half the owner of, and the I basically for a lot of years I was able to move forward. I would have opportunities because I'm that kind of person, but I was so loyal that sometimes I would turn down opportunities because other people couldn't move with me. So then I'd be
Mm,
like, no, I'm not gonna leave these people behind. They've been with me since day one. But then I learned like if they love me and they truly support me, then they're gonna let me move on to the next level. And if they're willing to take that time to grow with me, then they're gonna come with me as well. Because everything that I would do was just gonna benefit for everybody.
yeah. Yeah, man.
You know
People
what
got
I
to see
mean?
the
But yeah,
well,
I was. It was just basically like at that time I was letting other people's fears stop me from my full potential. And as soon as
mhm.
I rebranded and started moving on my own terms, you know, that's when things started to take off. So I knew I always had it in me, but I that's why I said by experience, I have
Yeah.
let others stop me from my full potential.
Yeah, man. That sometimes we can't weaponize our loyalty, if you know what I mean. Like we can't be like, hey, if we stop doing this, then nobody's gonna fuck with us and all that. Like you said, if you really messing with me, you gonna see me advance, with or without you, you know what I'm saying? Or because it's always with us, you know what I'm saying? If I'm advancing, you're advancing if you're rocking with me,
Facts.
and
It's like the thing they say, don't join the gang, let the gang join you.
uh damn. That's hard though on everything. You know what I'm saying? On everything. Don't be running behind the pack, when the pack could come join you. That's what's up. That's dope. Um, what's the best advice you ever got?
The best advice, just to keep moving forward, trust the process,
Mm-hmm.
and just keep going no matter what. Even if you think things ain't going, you always got to keep looking back. If you keep going, you can look back a year or two and be like, dang, I got so much further than what I was a year or two ago. You know what I mean? And we
Yeah.
can still complain in the position we are right now. But if you always kept going, never stop, you can look back and be like, dang, I didn't even think I get to where I'm at right now
Yeah.
if you look back in retrospect. And then 1 year from now, you're gonna be like, damn, why was I complaining when I was there? And look at me now. You know.
Yeah.
So always
Yeah.
keep going. Trust the process. Just know that consistency and hard work will always win, no matter what. That's why people get
Fact.
mad. And there's people out here that are so talented, but they're not out where they're not where they want to be because they don't put in the hard work and they're not consistent. Like they might go hard for a month or two, then they go on a hiatus, then they try to come back. In this game, especially entertainment game, you're only as dope as the momentum that you've created. So if you stop, you pretty much gotta start from the beginning.
That's
You know what I
facts.
mean? In this game, I don't know about other things, but in entertainment, if you stop when you try to come back, you kind of gotta start the momentum all over again.
No, that's real talk. That's super real talk. Has it been a time where you wanted to like just say like fuck it, I'm done?
Hell yeah, I'm only human. You feel me? Sometimes I feel like that at least once a week. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I'm only
Nah. Yeah, it's
because
real
I'm
though,
only
man.
human. I'd be lying if I said no, that I don't. But
Yeah,
you know, what I mean, this is the only thing that makes sense to me. It's the only thing that gives me adrenaline, that gets my endorphins going. It's the
yeah,
only thing that ever made sense in my whole life. You know what I mean? So I'm out here trying to chase my happiness. You know, I'm
mm,
not trying to stay complacent, be comfortable. You know, because whenever I got comfortable and be like, okay, you know, this is a cool little space I'm in, that's when I would go into a depression. Like
yeah,
just chasing the dream. The journey is what keeps me going. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, man.
Like literally, the journey was fun. Like I was just telling you know, my team, like, yo, sometimes the show is not even the best part. It's like the whole drive, the journey to the show, and then
Yo,
the high after the show is the best feeling.
Yo, that's
You
the
know?
craziest thing. It's crazy that you say that because I say that all the time. I tell people I always just want the show to be over. You know what I'm saying? Get the show done, but because the best part is like the build up. You kicking it with your homies at the show. You know, you talking to everybody. Boom. You know, you smoking whatever, you sipping on something, but just kicking it with everybody. You know, making it
But
happen. You know, that's always a great feeling, man. And like I say, the
that
hardest part is always getting up just to go do it, just to go and do
what
it.
that part. Like people always say, oh, how do you do it? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I always tell them, you know, the simplest, like you just said, right now, the simplest thing is just get up and go do it. Like, how do you do it? Well, you get up and go do it.
That's all you
It's
got to
that
do,
simple.
man. Yeah,
It's that
yeah,
simple. And you
yeah,
know, and if you're consistent with it, you're gonna go to all the trials and tribulations and learn from your mistakes.
yeah. You know, because
You
even
know?
the greatest, the Jays, the Waynes, all the top rappers that y'all see, the Futures and all that. These guys started where we started at. You know, they started like
Exactly.
literally they had to start from somewhere. You know, and that's the point that
Yup.
people get, you know, and nothing's instant, you know, nothing's instant. Even if you got like a popping event, something goes good. Oh, I did sold out of these type of shirts, whoopty whoop, you know, it's nothing's always going to be instant, you know. Oh, you always got to stay humble, stay hungry.
That part always. And I got a big belly, so I'm always hungry.
That part. Hey man, you know it's big boy gang out here. You know we out here. You know, you better put some cheese
Hey,
on that bitch.
cheese. Hey, and it's about to be big boy weather too. So, ladies, you know what's up.
Hey man, they already know what's up. They say no more.
What
So
they say these days, say less.
say less, say less. So
And they don't even say more, they say less.
say less, and they really do be saying less now. Be like, God damn, man. People don't be really talking about it. They like out of here, you know. That has not became a phrase. It just became a lifestyle for some people. Yeah.
Man.
Where do you see yourself going? Like, you know, with the no excuses, the brand curfew and all that, you know, beyond the music or with the music?
um, Definitely trying to get to a bigger platform, trying to get overseas. Like my next goal is to try to hit overseas, and then definitely even before overseas or even during, try to hit every state. I'm just trying to take over every state, trying to keep it as independent as possible, but also, you know, hopefully get on the radar with investors and people that would want to invest in what I'm doing because I'm trying to do bigger things. I'm not just trying to do small things, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Do you are you against like majors or signing or anything like that? Or are you strictly independent?
No,
Yeah,
no,
because I know.
I'm not against it, but I do understand where you got to have an advantage. So as a independent artist, you gotta build your fan base. You gotta build your momentum. So that way, when you are in those meetings with big mainstream companies, you gotta have something to offer to get a good deal. Because obviously, we all hear about those bad deals, but the reason why people are getting these bad deals is because they're honestly not they don't really have nothing to offer on the table but to be an artist. So for them out there, like, okay, well, we'll sign you because you got an image and your music is dope. But guess what? We're taking a chance on you. You don't really have nothing going on right now as far as momentum. So then we're gonna own everything. So we're gonna give you this little bit of money, which is usually they give them about 5-10 racks. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people that have taken 5-10 racks, but
Yeah.
they owe those 5-10 racks, and then now they don't own none of the royalties to any of their music. So if you want to have
Mm.
a better deal than the 360, if that's like the normal 360, like they
Yeah.
will fund everything and they'll give you a $5-10,000 advance, but it's just like a loan. But
Yeah.
if you want to go in there and get a good deal, you gotta have something to offer. So I think work on yourself independent wise, build a momentum so that way you can kind of build your own deal with them. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm not against it. Sometimes if you're really smart and you really do your homework, you could do a 50-50 deal where you're pretty much half independent, but the other half they're doing all the work, but yet you're not giving them the rights to everything. You could still be out here making your own moves. Where there's a lot of people that I've met in the game that are signed that they're like, man, you're dope, blah blah blah, and then you tell them I was like, you think they're dope? And you're like, let's do a song together, and they'll be like, well, I don't know if my label's gonna let me.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's the whack part. Because when you're
Yeah.
independent, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna gas
Yeah.
this shit up real quick. But
Yeah.
you're not gonna try. You're not gonna ruin your deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Make sure y'all go hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, share, Street Team Worldwide. Hey, before we get out of here, do you have any releases coming out? Any upcoming shows or anything like that?
Yeah. So we got a show coming up October 13th in North Hills at the Witches Brew. It's gonna be from
Okay.
8 to 12. Come pull up. We got a lot of dope artists. I got all my artists from No Excuses on the lineup as well. And we got a couple spots available. So if you want to get on the lineup, hit me up. You can find me on Instagram at Curfew with a Qurfew. I got a couple projects that we're working on right now. The next project we're releasing soon is a joint EP with my boy Tyree, um, who was the guy I was talking about earlier that was my roommate. And
Mm-hmm.
we're making a joint R&B tape, kind of like rap R&B, but mostly R&B.
Okay. The best of both worlds type of joint.
Yeah, kind of like a Blast Bino type, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably about 75% done. I'm trying to release it by the end of this month or the beginning of October. It's gonna be about
Mm-hmm.
5-6 tracks. Then after that, I'm gonna do my follow up album. Cause right now you can actually go check out my album Through My Eyes that I released not too long ago, about 2-3 months ago, and making a follow up called Came a Long Way. Y'all heard it here first. In between time with my boy right here from Street Team
Definitely.
Worldwide.
Definitely, 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 man. And all links will be down in the description, man. So make sure y'all go check it out. Hit my boy Curfew up for the shows, the music, the features, and everything. And just to holla at him, man. Holla, he's a good guy, man. Good guy,
Man,
man. Holla at him. No excuses, you
man,
dig?
we out here with it. Feel me?
Definitely,
So,
definitely, definitely, man. Like we always say, man, go hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Comment, definitely comment. Leave them comments, man, before we can go up in the algorithm and everything like that, man. And we want to thank Curfew for
that.
stopping by, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for
So,
showing us love, brother.
when's the next show we gonna do, dog? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm doing the head PE show, the head ED, head PED, that show at the Rock show, the Rock show
Uh huh.
at the King, and I got some other stuff. I got some other stuff in the calendar, but I don't know if I can say it yet. And we got to see if it's official. But we got some definitely plans, some good things coming up, man. Shout out to Sucker Punch Production, man. They always hooking me
Shout
up and
out.
everything like that. And then our next good show can be the No Excuses show too. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely make something happen. We could plant the seeds right now.
Yeah, yeah, we can make it happen. You got my number. We'll talk about it. We'll talk business.
Definitely, definitely, man. But thank you for stopping by, man. Make sure y'all go hit the description and get all my boys' links. Stay in contact with them and check out that music. The bitch we out here that we just heard before we started.
Out here
Uh,
though.
Yeah, out here, man. And just hit up all the music, man. He got a lot of videos, a lot of music, and everything like that, man.
And before I go, shout out to Shady from COE, Christopher Ortiz Entertainment, for always putting your boy on to the big opportunities and stuff. Is always love. You know the deal.
COE. Man, shout out to the folks out there, man. You already know what it is, man. Hey, man, y'all know what to do. Check us out. Street Team Worldwide. Till next time, holla at wait, hang on before I do that.
Shout
Holla
out
at
to my
us.
sponsor, Money.
Oh man, I definitely need one of those, man. I definitely need one of those. That was hard. I was about to tell you about that too. That hat is hard.
You got
All right,
the
man.
goalies, you got everything on deck, so I'll make
Oh
sure to
yeah,
have you happen with them.
yeah. I'm gonna need that care package, man. But shout out to my boy Curfew. Good looking out, and make sure y'all go check him out. And shout out to everybody that tuned in. You already know what it is. Street Team Worldwide.